Good morning, students. So far we have discussed about the organic compounds containing oxygen, where we have discussed about the carboxylic acids, aldehydes, ketones, and acid derivatives. Now we will discuss about the organic compounds containing nitrogen, that is your amines. Okay, amines. So what are amines? Amines are the alkyl derivative of ammonia. So if I take NH3, okay, ammonia, from ammonia if I remove one H and will add R, will get what one? RNH2. So this is what one? This is your ammonia. This is called what one? M. So amines are the alkyl derivative of ammonia. When one or more hydrogen of the ammonia are replaced by alkyl groups, so we are getting more amines. So here I have replaced only one HO. I can also replace more than one HO from this ammonia groups. Okay. Similarly, if I take NH3, I remove H and add AR, I will get what one? ARNH2. Okay, this is what one? Aromatic amine. This is what one? Aliphatic amine. So when the hydrogen of ammonia is replaced by an alkyl group, we are getting the aliphatic amines, and when the hydrogen of ammonia is replaced by alkyl group, we are getting the aromatic amines. Okay. Now so if I take NHH ammonia, if I replace one H with R, I will get what? RNH2. If I replace, if I take two O's, two H, two R, I will get R N R H. And if I replace three alkyl groups, so I will get what? R N R R. So here you see, from the ammonia, I replace one alkyl group with one hydrogen. I am getting what? RNF2 is called what? Primary amine. Now when I replace two hydrogens, I am getting two alkyl groups. I am getting what? Secondary amine. And when I replace three H atoms by three alkyl groups, I am getting what? Tertiary. So depending upon the number of alkyl groups attached to the nitrogen atom, the amines can be primary or secondary or tertiary. Only one alkyl group is attached, RNH2 is the primary amine. If two alkyl groups are attached, R2NH, secondary amine, and if three are attached, three alkyl groups are attached, it is called what? Tertiary amine. Okay. So amines are primary, secondary, and this is important to know the primary, secondary, and tertiary amines, because the chemical behavior of these different amines are different. Primary amines are having different chemical behavior. That's why we have to know what is primary amine, which is secondary amine, and which is tertiary amine. Okay. Now similarly, if I take suppose NH3, if I replace H with AR, I am getting what one? AR Like or suppose if I take phenyl group, I'll get water. NH2. This is called water. Aniline. Okay. Now this is your aromatic amine. Here also again from this one I can also write NH2CO3 secondary. Similarly, I can go for NO3 tertiary amine. So whether allyl group or alkyl group, if the amine contains a N has if it is N has 2, it is primary amine. If it is NH, it is secondary amine. If it is N, it is tertiary amine. You can attach to the alkyl group and also the allyl group. Now let us discuss about the nomenclature. Nomenclature of amines. That is what already we know. Any kind of organic compounds are having two kind of names: tribal name, or you can say common name, and all this what the IUPAC name. Okay. First of all, we will go for common name. So the common name of amines are what? Alkyl amine, or you can say aminoalkyl. Either you can give the name alkyl amine, or you can give the name aminoalkyl. For example, if I have CH3NH2, alkyl CH3, what? Methyl. And amine, your amine, methyl amine. Similarly, aminoalkyl, amino, this is the amino alkyl, with alkyl here C3, that is methane, amino-methane. So the common name of the amines, either it can be your alkyl amine or it can be your aminoalkyl. Okay, similarly also I can give, if I take suppose CH3 CH2 NH2, this is what your alkyl amine. What is alkyl here? CH3 CH2, two compounds are there, so what is it? Ethyl what? Amine. First name what? Ethyl amine, or you can say what? Aminoethane. Okay. Similarly, if I take suppose CH3 CH2 NH2 CH3. This is your ethyl, this is your methyl. Okay, so what we have here? Alkyl amine. So ethyl methyl amine, ethyl methyl amine. We have CH3 CH2 NH2 CH2 CH3. What is the name? Diethyl amine. Diethyl amine. So these are the some common name of the amines. Okay. Next is your IUPAC name of the amines. IUPAC name of amines. So how to give the IUPAC name? IUPAC name of amines are what? Alkanamide. What all? Alkanamide. So if I have CH3 NH2, so alk here is what all? Methyl. Then what all? Amine. So what name is its name? Methanamine. What the name? Methanamine. If I write CH3 CH2 NH2, what will be its name? 1 2 carbon. So what? Ethanamine. Ethanamine. Similarly, we will go for CH3 CH2 CH2 NH2 CH2 CH2 CH3. So 1 2 3. 1 amino propane alternate propane 1 amine alternate 1 2 3 propane 1 amine. Now if I have CH3 CH2 NH CH3, this is a second ring. This is a second ring. How can name? You will see when the alkyl group is attached to the nitrogen atom of the amine, then the position number of the alkyl group is taken as N. So this is what your 1 2, that is your ethanamine, and to the nitrogen atom of the ethanamine, the methyl group is attached. So what I will write? N-methyl ethanamine. Okay, N-methyl ethanamine. So if I take suppose CH3 CH2 NH CH2 CH3. What happens here? 1 2 ethanamine to the nitrogen atom we have what? 1 2. You have ethyl. So what I write? N-ethyl ethanamine. What is N-ethyl ethanamine? Suppose I have CH3 CH2 N CH2 CH3, again what is CH2 CH3. So here you see both the hydrogen atom of this nitrogen atom are replaced by the alkyl groups. What are they? 1 2. N-ethyl, again N-ethyl. So what are they? N, diethyl ethanamine. What is N, diethyl ethanamine. So when two alkyl groups are attached to the nitrogen atom, then what like N, diethyl ethanamine. Clear? So whenever we are naming the secondary or tertiary MNC, we have to write the position number of this alkyl group so as a N. Okay. Suppose I have CH3, CH2, NO, CH3, CH2, CH3. So here what happened? 1 to ethanamide, 1 is a methyl group with them, 1 ethyl group with them. So what like N-ethyl, N-methyl, ethanamide, N-ethyl, N-ethyl, N-methyl, then ethanamide. Clear? So this is the way how to name the aliphatic amines: primary, secondary, tertiary or tertiary. Now suppose I have NH2. What is its name? Amino benzene. Amino benzene, or you can say aniline. Amino benzene, or you can say aniline. Okay. So aniline is what is the aromatic amine. What is the aromatic amine? Is the prime aromatic amine. Now, from this amine, different groups may be attached to this benzene ring. We can get the ortho product or the para product, and also sometimes we can get the meta product also. Okay. So if I write here, suppose NH2 Br. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So what I will say? 1, 2, ortho bromo, aniline, ortho bromo aniline. Similarly, N has to Br. Or what one? Para bromo aniline. Okay. Similarly, we go for NH2 CH3. Or you can say ortho methyl aniline. Okay. Similarly, if I have CH3, because what you can say 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 4 para methyl aniline. Okay. Similarly, if I go for NO2, or like ortho nitro aniline. Okay. Right here, suppose what is right? What is the name? Meta nitro aniline. Meta nitro aniline. SO3 heads. What I can say? Para एमिनो बेंजीन सल्फोनिक एसिड, पारा एमिनो बेंजीन सल्फोनिक एसिड। And I got shade here. Ortho chloro aniline, para chloro aniline. Okay. Right. This one N2Cl. This is called what? Benzene diazonium chloride. Called what? Benzene diazonium chloride. Okay. I will go for NO2, nitrogen containing compound. Nitro benzene, nitro benzene. Cn, called what? Cyano benzene, or you can say benzonitrile, benzonitrile. Finally, they go for NC, phenyl carbalamine or isocyanide. You can go for this also. For aliphatic, CH3, suppose CH2, Cl. Its name is what? Propanitrile, or ethyl cyanide. Finally, CH3CH2NC, let whatever ethyl carbylamine. Okay, so they are the different compounds of, okay, their names which will be utilized in this chapter. Okay, now let us see the isomerism. Isomerism in amines. So isomerism in amines. Let us see. Already we know what is isomerism. Simply, if you take amine CH3, CH2, 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 NH2. If I take, okay, this is what? Butanamide or butan 1 amine. Okay, if I write CH3, CH2, CH3, CH2, NH2, 1, 2, 3, 2 methyl propanamide. So here you see C1, 2, 3, 4, C4, HO, 3, 2, 5, 2, 7, 9, 11, N. Here also what? C1, 2, 3, 4, HO, 3, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, N. So same formula. This is your butan 1 amine. This is your 2 methyl propan 1 amine. So what is the difference here? The difference is in the carbon chain 4. So these two are what? Are what? Chain isomerism. Chain isomerism. That means amine can show chain isomerism. Amine containing at least 4 carbons can show what? Chain isomerism. Okay. Similarly, if I will go for CH3, CHO, NH2, CH2, CH3 is what? Butan 2 amine. Okay. Right. CH3, CH2, 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 NH2. You have to butan 1 amine. Butan 1 amine. So what is the difference here? The position of the amine group. Here 1, here 2, here 1. These are what? Position isomerism. What is position isomerism? Okay. Similarly, if I go for CH3, CH2, CH2, NH2, H, what? CH3, CH2, NH2, CH3. Okay. You will see CH3, CH2, C2, NH2, 1, 2, 3, propan 1 amine, propan 1 amine. But here is what your N-methyl ethanamide. Here C4, HO, 9, 3, 2, 5, 7, 8, 9, C3, H9, N. Here also what? C3, HO, 9, N. Same formula. This is your propan 1 amine. This is your N-methyl ethanamide. So this is a primary amine. This is a secondary amine. And the chemical nature of these two amines are different. So here what we say, these two are functional isomers of each other. Okay. So primary amine and secondary amine, these two are what? Functional isomers of each other. And also we can say primary, secondary, and tertiary amine. All the three, three are functional isomers of each other. Okay. So amines can possess position isomerism, can possess your chain isomerism, and also can possess what? Functional isomerism. Okay. Now come to our physical properties of amines. So already we have discussed in the last class, in the last chapter. Physical property means we are discussing about the state of existence. Then we are discussing about the solubility. melting point, boiling point, etc. Okay. So first of all, when you think about this state of existence, normally these lower members are gases. Okay, and the higher members are your liquids. Now, when you think about the solubility, the amines are soluble in water. However, with the increasing number of carbon atoms, that is increasing number of alkyl groups, the solubility decreases. Because in amines, the NH bond is polar. Okay, it can form the hydrogen bond with the water. So the lower members are easily soluble in water. However, when the number of carbon atoms increases, the alkyl chain increases, the solubility decreases due to decrease in the extent of hydrogen bonding. Okay. Now, if you think about your boiling point, the boiling point of the amines are comparably higher than the hydrocarbons, because the amines can form your hydrogen bond with your water. However, when you think about the higher numbers, suppose your secondary or tertiary amines, the boiling points will be decreased. Normally, the amines are having higher boiling point as compared to your hydrocarbons, but they are having the lower boiling point as compared to alcohols and carboxylic acids, because the extent of hydrogen bonding in amine is less as compared to the corresponding alcohol and carboxylic acids. And again, if you compare about the primary, secondary and tertiary amines, the primary amines are having the boiling point higher as compared to secondary and tertiary. If you think, see, if I take CH3, CH2, NH2. So here, this primary amine, two hydrogens are there in the nitrogen atom to form hydrogen bond with water. But if I take CH3, CH2, and CH3H, here we have only one hydrogen atom. Okay, and tertiary means no hydrogen atom. So the extent of hydrogen bonding in case of primary amine is more as compared to secondary and tertiary. That's why the primary amines are having more higher boiling point as compared to secondary and tertiary. Okay, so primary amines are having higher boiling point and secondary and tertiary. Okay, similarly, okay, so now we discuss about the structure of the amines. Structure of amines. See, if I have R, CH2, NH2, you see the nitrogen atom 7, 1s2, 2s2, 2px1, 2py1, 2pz1. Here, in case of ammonia, if I think about the ammonia, in ammonia, the nitrogen atom is sp3 hybrid to give your 4 sp3 hybrid atoms. So also the nitrogen in amines. Like ammonia, the nitrogen atom in amine also is sp3 hybridized. You will see 1SO, 1SO and 3P, 2S2, 2PX1, Y1, Z1. You see the 2S is fulfilled. So when we have this 4 sp3 hybrid also, one is having the lone pair of electron and others are having the single electrons. So out of these 4 sp3 hybrid also, 2 of these are forming sigma bond with the hydrogen atom and one with the carbon of this side sigma bond. So out of the 4 sp3 hybrid also obtained from nitrogen, 3 are forming sigma bonds, 2 with the hydrogen and the third with this carbon. The remaining one, the remaining sp3 hybrid also kept as what? The lone pair of electron. So what you can write? N is here, the lone pair, then your HO, and your R. See there. Okay. So as a result, this amines are having the pyramidal structure like the ammonia. Okay. Now so the bond angle here is what? 108 degree, slightly more than the ammonia bond angle. Okay. So this is because of this lone pair repulsive interaction. Clear? So what you can say in amines, the hybridization in nitrogen with your sp3, the structure is what? Pyramidal, the bond is what? 108 degree. Okay. And nitrogen is having a lone pair of electrons. And this lone pair of electron present in the nitrogen determines the most of the behavior of the amines. Okay. So this is about the fundamentals or the introduction part of the amines, the nomenclature, isomerism, and your structure of the amines. Now let us have some questions regarding this today's class. Okay. Naming of some aromatic as well as aliphatic amines. This you see N 9 atom. This is one methyl, and methyl. So what do you say? N methyl and again N methyl, methanamine. So what you can say? N dimethyl methanamine. What you can say here? This I can write A CH3 N CH3 CH3. So what is this one? N, N dimethyl methanamine. Okay. Now this one, carbon 1, 2. This means the ethyl. 1, 2 ethyl. So N ethyl ethanamine. What do you write? This I can write like this: CH3 CH2 N CH2 CH3 N ethyl ethanamine. Okay. And this one called what your this is your benzyl group, benzyl amine called what? This is your benzyl amine. See, benzyl amine, okay. Now this one you see 1, 2, 3, 4 para amino. This is what? Benzoic acid. Okay. Para amino benzoic acid. Okay. Now this one. This is your benzene ring NH2. Aniline. The aniline we have ethyl group here. So what is that? N-ethyl aniline. Okay. N-ethyl aniline. Next, this will aniline 2-ethyl is attached. So what will it? N, N diethyl aniline. Okay. N, N diethyl aniline. Okay. Then next, this one is aniline. To this aniline we have phenyl group here. So what will it? N-phenyl aniline. N-phenyl aniline. Okay. This is simply 1, 2, 3 propanamide. Propanamide. Okay. Really naming of set. Some other questions here. See, state true or false. So say 1 degree and 2 degree amines are functional isomers of each other. It's true, because I already told you primary, secondary and tertiary amines are functional isomers of each other. They are having the different chemical behaviors. Okay. Now in amines, the nitrogen atom is sp2 hybridized. Is it sp2? No, it is sp3. So false. So in amines, the nitrogen atom is sp3 hybridized. It is what? Your sp3 hybridized. Okay. Now aniline is a secondary amine. Aniline is CCS5NS2. That means the N contains the 2H atom. That is the primary one. Okay. So aniline is a secondary amine. False. It's what? It's a primary amine. Amines are pyramidal in structure. True. Boiling point of ethyl amine less than N-ethyl methylamine. N-methyl methylamine. So this is your secondary amine. This is your primary amine. So primary amines are having the higher boiling point as compared to the secondary amine. Why? In primary amine, the extent of hydrogen bonding is more. If I take the example of RNS2, we have 2 hydrogen atoms to form hydrogen bond. But in case of secondary amine, R2NH, we have only 1 hydrogen atom to form hydrogen bond. In case of tertiary amine, R3N, no atom is there to form hydrogen bonding. That means the extent of hydrogen bonding in primary amine is more as compared to secondary and then tertiary. That's why the primary amines are having the higher boiling point as compared to secondary. Okay, so more. Solubility of ethyl amine is less than diethyl amine, less or more? See solubility of ethyl amine. When you take diethyl amine, the alkyl chain becomes more. So the extent of hydrogen bonding will be less. The solubility will be less. Okay. So solubility of ethyl amine is more as compared to what? Diethyl amine. The bond angle in amine is what? 180. So it is your pyramidal like ammonia, but its bond angle is around 170. It is 180. Okay. So these are the some questions based on today's classroom. In the next class, we will discuss about the methods of preparation of amines. Okay. Thank you.